Suffixes. What is a suffix? A suffix is a letter or group of letters added to the end of a word to form a new word. Suffixes cannot stand on their own as a complete word. A suffix, then, is a group of letters that can be added onto the end of a root word to slightly change its meaning. In this example, the suffix are the letters which are in green. The root word are the letters which are in pink. So for example, walk would be the root word and the suffix is ing. The root word, when the suffix is added to the end, becomes walking. So walk becomes walking. The suffix ing is added to the end of verbs to show that something is happening in the present. For example, I kick the ball. When I add the suffix ing onto the end of the verb kick, it becomes kicking, and the sentence I kick the ball becomes I am kicking the ball. Can you add ing to these words, then put them into a sentence? Here is an example. Walk, I added the suffix ing at the end, so walk becomes walking. And in the sentence, I am walking to the shops. Could you please add the suffix ing to the word stick, pick, pour, sing, play, say? Put those into a sentence for me. You can pause this video now and play it again when you have your sentences ready. These are my examples. As you can see, the prefixes are the letters which are in green, and I have added those to the verb. Lewis is sticking the worksheets into the books. Martha and Mohammed are picking delicious strawberries. Sarah is pouring the milk into a glass. Bradley is singing to wake his brother. Liam and Mia are playing together in the sandpit. George is saying something to Kira. Here is another example of a suffix. The letters E and D, the suffix. Can you please add this to the end of verbs to show that something has already happened? Can you add ed to the end of these words, then put them into a sentence? For example, walk, when I add the suffix ed, it now becomes walked. I walked to the shop. Can you add the suffix to the word lick, listened, watch, bang, play, sprints, and put those into a sentence for me? You may pause the video and join me again. Press play when you are ready. Here are my sentences. Roger licked his chocolate and strawberry ice cream. Mr. Wall listened to the music. The fans watched the football match. The drummer banged the drum at the start of the race. Alyssa and Leah played together. Ibrahim sprinted across the finish. You can now add the suffix er, and we can add these to the end of adjectives to compare two things. So the adjective small. When I add the suffix, remember the suffix are the letters that are in green and are added to the end of particular words. So small becomes smaller. The girl was smaller than the boy. Can you add the suffix to these words, then put them into a sentence? Loud, when I add becomes louder. The children were louder than their teacher. Can you add this suffix to the words hard, quiet, bright, dark, high, deep, and then put those into sentences for me? Press pause on the video, and when you have written your sentences, press play and join me. Here are my examples. The maths test was harder than what I thought it was going to be. Hard becomes harder. The children in year 3 were quieter than the children in year 5. Quiet becomes quieter. The sun shone brighter than the stars. Bright becomes brighter. Molly dug the hole deeper than Roger. Deep becomes deeper. It was darker than it had been an hour ago. Dark becomes darker. The red kite flew higher in the sky than the blue kite. High becomes higher. And in all of these examples, the suffix is added to the end of the root word. Can you add the suffix ly to create an adverb? Here are 3 verbs for you: sad, kind, weak. Can you add ly to each of these verbs? Write them into a sentence for me. When you are ready, pause the video and press play to join me. In this example then, the adjectives, the root word sad, when I add the suffix ly to the end, the word becomes sadly. Kind, kindly. Weak, weakly. When you are ready, I would like you to go to Doodle Classroom and complete the work that has been assigned to you. After, please go to Google Classroom and complete the quiz on suffixes that has been assigned to you.